Okay, now we're going to look at some division hints to help us simplify fractions this year in 6th grade. Okay, so there's easy ones to go ahead and focus on. So we're going to take a look at the easy ones that I want our first semester focus to be. Okay, so zooming in, we have 3 that will help us. All we have to know is what the last number in the numerator and the denominator is in order to simplify it. So let's look at an example. If I gave you 4/10 and asked you to simplify it, we're going to look at number 2, division hints for the number 2 first. When a number is even, which means it ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, it's divisible by 2. So I have a 4 and a 0. 4 and a 0, which means 2 will work to simplify this fraction. So I'm going to make one big division sign and one big 2 because I'm going to divide the top and the bottom by 2. So how many times does 2 go into 4? 2 times. And how many times does 2 go into 10? 5 times. So now I have a number that ends in 2 and 5. They cannot be simplified any smaller. So 2/5 is my simplified answer. Next, let's look at a fraction for the division hint of 5, which means the number is going to end in either a 0 or a 5 only. So if I have 15 over 20 and I want to simplify it, I have a 5 and a 0, 5 and a 0. So that means I can simplify this fraction by dividing both sides, top and bottom, by 5. 5 goes into 15 3 times, and 5 goes into 20 4 times. 3/4 is as small as it goes. 3/4 is my simplified answer. So 4/10 and 2/5 are equal to each other. They're equivalent fractions. 15/20 over 3/4 is also equivalent fractions. The last one is 10. Pretty easy here. If both numbers end in 0, you can simplify by 10. So if I had 200 over 400, they both end in 0, so I can start by dividing by 10. 10 goes into 200 20 times. 10 goes into 400 40 times. And now I have 20 over 40. So to me, I still see 2 numbers that end in 0, so that means I can try again. I can divide again, both the top and the bottom, by 10. I'm going to run out of space. Okay, so now 10 goes into 22 times, 10 goes into 40 4 times, and now I'm left with 2/4. This time I have a number that ends in 2 and 4. So we go back up here. 2 and 4 means I can divide by 2. So 2/4 divided by 2, top and bottom. 2 goes into 2 once. 2 goes into 4 twice. 1/2 is my simplified answer. And all 4 of these fractions are equivalent fractions. We will look at other division rules as we move forward throughout the year, but these are the 3 that we're going to start with.